A lot of times I'll get people say, well, I'm still looking for this rapture. I can't find it in the scripture. A lot of people want to be sarcastic in that way. The Old Testament, mainly written in Hebrew, a couple areas in Old Aramaic. The New Testament was Koine Greek, the Classical Greek, then Latin, and then Old English, Middle English, Late English, and Modern English. There's variations to it. The word rapture, we have two meanings. One is the definition is a feeling of pleasure or joy, and also a state of experience of being carried away, transported from one location to another. In the Old Testament, we hear about Enoch, Genesis 5:21 through 24, where it says he was walked with God and was no more. Later, we hear Hebrews 11:5, 4 times it says he was translated. Understand, in the Greek it's harpazo, in the Latin it's rapturo, and in English we know by phrases like caught up, caught away, a falling away, departed, translated, taken up, come up hither, carried away. Many ways are like that. Phrases is where we know where rapture is. And so, as I stated before, Enoch was raptured. Elijah, 2 Kings 2:11 says he was taken up in a whirlwind chariot of fire. Isaiah, there's nothing about him being raptured, but his vision on chapter 6, 1 through 8 talks about how he was going before God. He was a man of unclean lips from people of unclean lips. And the seraphim had to fly over to the altar and take a tongue and put a hot coal and takes his sin away, because he was going in front of the throne of God for instructions. He was a prophet of God. There's many raptures. There's 13 raptures in Scripture. So all my videos, I talk about this. At the end of Armageddon, 2 groups are raptured to Armageddon. Like Philip, who was raptured, Acts 8:26 through 40. As soon as he baptized the Ethiopian official, was called away, taken to Astos, where he started preaching. So he's relocated on earth. That's going to happen at the end of the 7-year tribulation. Matthew 24:29 through 31 and Mark 13:24 through 27 talk about the elect, the believers coming to Armageddon, being raptured. Revelation 14:17 through 20 talks about the unworldly believers, they being raptured to Armageddon for the one press of God. So there's many raptures in Scripture. The next rapture to take place is the rapture of the church, which is the end of the church age, a pre-tribulation rapture. And then you have the 2 witnesses, mid-tribulation, they'll be raptured, Revelation 11:3 through 12. At the end of the 7-year tribulation, as we come down with God and Jesus, the martyred saints will be raptured. That's Revelation 14 through 16. And at the very end, when we touch down at Mount Olives, it talks about the other 2 groups I talked about being raptured, the believer and unbeliever. There's many raptures in Scripture.